Cool, we're ready.
All right. Good evening, friends. Happy Thursday. I hope y'all are having a fantastic night. It's really great to spend a little bit of time with you. My name's Jen Scott. Little bit about me. I'm a board certified holistic health practitioner. I have a mastery in nutrition and herbalism, um, and have been doing business pretty much my whole entire life. So I'm super excited to be able to speak with y'all tonight about Bravenly. I have had the honor of partnering with this company for the last 4-ish months now, and it's just been a huge blessing. Um, y'all, when I first got started, little vulnerable, honest truth moment, I was in a place where I didn't know which way was up. I wasn't quite sure exactly. Not exactly. I wasn't sure at all what to do. So I spent some time in the parking lot crying and praying while my daughter was in volleyball. And y'all, what I asked God for straight up was, I need you to show me my path. But dude, I can't take like a subtle hint today. I kind of need you to be an air traffic controller, and I need my landing strip to be freaking Vegas. Okay. I really need to just know what to do. Anyways, of course, my daughter comes out. So I wrap myself up and take the kids home. And they're like, Mom, could we have taco trucks tonight? So I drop them off and turn right back around, and my phone rings. Y'all, it hadn't been 10 minutes. And my friend was sharing Bravenly with me. I almost, in that moment, let's be real, I almost said yes right then, not even knowing the name of the company, because let's be real, I literally just begged for an answer and then drop in my lap. But of course, I did my due diligence. So I got to looking around, and I wanted to talk to the owner. And I had the honor of speaking to Aspen. Y'all, this chick went above and beyond to connect with me. I'll save that story for another day because we are on a time limit. We appreciate your time. I don't want to waste it. But she showed up, and I knew right then, in that, I don't know, close to 2-hour conversation, this is exactly where I want to be. And this is exactly who I want to partner with. And so I jumped all in. It's been the most amazing ride for the last 4 months. I'm obsessed with so many things, but we are not here to talk about me tonight. We are here to talk about some incredible people and what they've had the opportunity to experience. So I would like to kick it off. My sweet friend, Miss Rebecca Coffee. Oh, Lord, y'all, this woman touches my heart in ways I can't even explain, but I'm so excited to hear from her tonight about what her journey with Bravenly and these products has done so far.
Hey, y'all. So let me just say that Bravenly has entirely changed my life. I used to feel completely run down, and I used to feel tired. I used to want to nap all the time. I take care of my severely ADHD boy. He's 10 years old. And I also take care of my grandchild, who is 1 year old during the day while my daughter's at work. So I need tons and tons of energy, which I didn't have. So basically, the way it worked out, I found Bravenly, and I was just so thrilled because here I am almost 4 months in, and these amazing supplements are just changing my life like every single day. I have so much more energy. I'm able to take care of my kids and my grandchild, which is so important to me because I need her to be able to have all of me. And, at the end of the day, I still have energy left over. And I've lost 10 pounds. I've lost so much inflammation. I am so just excited about what the future holds, especially because I've been able to be so consistent with this, and it's just so amazing. I'm just so thankful and so blessed. Like, I literally crave these products every day, and if I don't take them, my body yells and screams at me, and it's like, you forgot something. So yeah, I just love Bravenly, and I am just so thrilled, and I'm so thankful. And I can't say any more than just the most that I can say, which is I'm super excited about it. So anyways, yeah, that's my story, y'all.
I just love this so much for you. Y'all, we deserve to feel amazing, especially as moms. and grandmas and wives and business people. We deserve to feel amazing. And a lot of times we put ourselves on the back burner, or like I joke about the back burner at your neighbor's house, 4 houses down on the burner that doesn't work, so I'm super excited. I talk to Rebecca daily, and to hear the joy in her voice and the energy that comes through and the excitement and the ability to really bless people on a huge level is something I will never take for granted. And I'm just so excited for you, Rebecca. You deserve it. Okay, my friend Kendall. Y'all, this woman is a whole level of amazing. She had the most incredible journey in just a short amount of time. You're going to hear it pour out of her words because it's undeniable. But she's going to talk to us a little bit tonight and just kind of share where she's at, where she's been, and the culture that we get to experience here.
Thank you, Jen. I'm so excited and honored to share tonight. And I'm already crying. I told the girls earlier, I was like, I'm feeling all the feels today. I'm so grateful to be surrounded by the people in Bravenly. So the culture here is something that I truly didn't think I needed. I've been in this industry, the social marketing industry, for 8 years. I've been with some great companies and, made some great friendships along the way, and everything was good. But I am someone that craves a small, tight-knit community. I don't need the flash. I don't need the hoopla. I don't need the big galas and all that stuff. I need true, honest, just my people. I just need my people. And that's what I was looking for, but without really realizing that that's what I was looking for. A little backstory on me personally. I am a mom to twins. My twins are 6.5. I have a boy and a girl, and my daughter is special needs. She has a condition called Angelman syndrome, and it's a pretty severe special needs condition. She is nonverbal. She didn't start walking until after her 3rd birthday. She's extremely developmentally delayed. And so with that comes a lot of challenges. And I am also someone, throughout my adolescent life and all of my adult life, I suffer from, mental issues. I've got that heaviness on my chest a lot. And, just overwhelming feelings and just all the things. And then being a mom, those hormones are cray, right? We go nuts. And then, 18 months in, you get this incredibly life-changing diagnosis. And my mental health really took a spiral in the absolute worst direction that it could go to. I was just, praying to God that I wouldn't wake up, because I didn't know what I was going to do with my daughter, with my family, with myself. And, I got through it, which is great. But then the last year or so, really the last 6 months, that all started to creep back in, and it didn't matter what I was doing. I started to feel incredibly overwhelmed, and I started to just realize that I was missing just some major component in my life. And very much like Jen, I just said, you know what, God, I'm open to something different. Show me something different. And that's when I found Bravenly, and I am also a jump right in person. I jumped right in, both feet. I really didn't know anything about the company. I didn't know anything about Aspen, but I was just like, I saw the people that were joining and what I was potentially coming into. And I thought, you know what? It can't be that bad. It just can't be that bad. And so I joined, and oh my gosh, it has been life-changing. The products alone have done incredible things for me. I'm also down 10 pounds. Inflammation's gone. My discomfort is gone. I have energy for days. I can run around and chase my boy 6-year-old, which if you've got boys, you know what that's all about. But, I have that energy. But what is really so incredible is I have found my people, and I'm home. And I'm so supported and loved here. And it is just incredible. And I will tell you that I see, first and foremost, that it starts at the top. It starts with Aspen and her heart and her beliefs, and her mission just sets my heart on fire. Sorry, guys. I told you I'm feeling all the feels. but it's just incredible to be surrounded by such like-minded people, people that get it and truly just want to help somebody else. You know, I'm on social media, obviously, I'm a social seller, but and I'm an open book. Like, you can go to my page and you're going to see my life. My mom's always like, Kendall, I think you share way too much, but that's okay. So, but I made a post the other day about how refreshing it is to be here at Bravenly as a business person, because I can be myself as a business person, and as, honestly, I'm just a human being. I've got struggles. I deal with everything. But the business here, they're so supportive. It's the best compensation plan I've ever seen. The products sell themselves. I have no fear in sharing these amazing products with people, but it's just the fact that we don't chase ranks here and there's no pressure here. It truly is, everyone is welcome. And regardless of your background, your experience, you're all welcome here. And I feel that 100%, broken and bruised and battered and all. I am so welcomed and accepted here, and it's just incredible. So I can't say enough about the community and the culture. And I'm so incredibly grateful to have found Bravenly and have found my place and my people. And I'm so glad to call Bravenly home. So thank you for letting me share.
Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I feel honored to know you and to be able to partner with you. You are just a light. But y'all, what she said is so true. This is about you. This is your journey. And the environment here fosters you to step into all of your power and be surrounded by love and support and unwavering. I'm going to throw something out there. Aspen asked me to do something at conference, and I wasn't feeling awesome about my physical self. And my brain's like, don't do that. And I told Aspen, I'm going to do it, but I don't know. She's like, hey girl, I feel the same way, right? It is open. We're allowed to say what our fears are. We're allowed to say what our strengths are, and they be utilized. We're not constantly working on our areas of opportunity. Instead, we're celebrated for our gifts, and you get to plug in the way that fits you and in the timeline that fits you. And there is no person left behind. It is just, y'all know me, I speak in magic terms, magical, like somebody sprinkles fairy dust over us every single day. But again, don't we deserve to feel like that? And I'm just so grateful, Kendall, for your friendship. I'm so grateful that you have a place here that makes you smile and glow the way you are right now. It's just magic. That's the only word I have for it. All right, y'all. My girl, Kristen. I've known this chick for years. She's my ride or die. We celebrate all the things or talk about all the things in life. I message her or vice versa all the time. But, I had talked to her months and months and months prior to making the move to Bravenly that I was ready for something different. And the coolest thing is she's like, you do what you need to do. And I got you. Like, we're friends, always ride or die. But I ended up kind of hanging out for a minute. And when she found out about Bravenly, it was a real mutual decision, I believe, between she and I. I don't believe, she says it all the time. It's the truth. It was a real mutual decision between she and I, because this is what we do, right? We want to make sure that we're able to stay with each other and support each other, but making very smart business decisions along the way. So I'm super excited tonight. She has been willing to share. Kristen's like an industry leader, y'all, one of the best of the best of the best. So when she says something, you should listen in regards to business. And tonight she's going to tell us why she really feels like this was the home that we needed to go to.
Wow, I don't even know how to follow any of these amazing people. Like every story just, it makes me get emotional, because this is one of the biggest reasons that I chose to come to Bravenly. And it was so crazy is impact. Impact was a word that I've just felt for so long as I just want to make an impact. So just a little backstory about me. I was a special education teacher. And so obviously I was making a massive impact on my day-to-day life. Like every single day I was showing up for children in an elementary self-contained program with Down syndrome, autism, intellectual disabilities. I mean, I was definitely making an impact, and I loved my job, but I kind of stumbled into this industry really to fill in the gaps because I was not making a lot as a teacher. We all know I was going to have a baby, and teachers don't make any paid maternity leave. And so it was going to hit our family pretty hard having a child. And so I needed to fill in those gaps while I had my daughter and I was making the income that I was making. And then it became bigger than that. It became something that I realized, oh, okay, this can be something that can come from teaching. And so it was able to then, excuse me, I'm going to hit mute really quick. Sorry. Okay. It was able to then bring me home from teaching, and I got to be home with my kids. You guys, I've been home with my kids now for, gosh, 6 years now. I think I've been home, and it was an entire blessing. And so I've now been in this industry for 8 years, and I was with an incredible 2 companies, but that word impact kept following me. I would say it over and over, is I felt like I wasn't making an impact anymore. I was feeling that kind of that hole in my heart of, how can I be that servant person that I was as a teacher and truly make a better impact? And that's where I've kind of was stuck there for a while, because I don't speak illy of anything that's been in my past. I became a multi-6-figure earner in this industry, but that impact of, I wanted products that really, truly made a massive impact in people's lives. That was something that I really wanted to be able to have those phone calls, hear Rebecca's story, hear stories. I mean, you guys, Kendall's story and Jen's story, like they haven't even dipped into all their product testimonials and what these products have done. I needed and I craved those kind of stories for my business. But I wanted to be able to make an impact to more people. I always think about that picture of like someone putting their finger in the water, and that ripple effect just spreads out so wide. And that was something that I wanted to be able to do, because I got to stand on stages and have big giant checks and all of these things, but that wasn't the ripple effect. That ripple effect wasn't spreading out wide enough. It was just feeling like it was me, and being able to find Bravenly and to see that finger go into the water and that ripple effect truly starting has been so incredible to watch. And you guys are going to get to hear from Aspen, and you guys are going to understand why this is such an impactful company. This compensation plan is something that I've never seen before. I will tell you, if you are like, let me see the video, I am a numbers person. It still makes my brain like spin around in 1,000 circles, because it was just like, wait, I need to understand, I need to all these things. But what I heard and what has been proven is the compensation plan pays out 52 to 58%. Guys, if you research this industry and you dig in, and we want you to dig in, like we want you to go look up everything that you can, you will see that the average industry like this pays out 35%. So while, yeah, their compensation plan may seem super easy to understand, it's just maybe getting watered down, and you're not truly getting that compensation and being able to see that impact in people's lives. And guys, the time that we're living in right now, has anybody gone and bought eggs lately? Because yeah, it's a little ridiculous how much life is right now. Like, it is so crazy how we just need to be able to fill in those gaps. And I want to be able to see someone come into Bravenly and be able to be rewarded fairly for the work that they're putting in, because they're taking time out of their life, whatever that may be, to be able to do this. And I want them to be rewarded for that. And that's what this compensation plan is. And we're also in this massive swing of momentum, which, guys, you can hear in this industry, founder and ground floor, and you'll hear all these kind of like buzzwords that get thrown out in this industry. Let me just tell you, I've been in this industry for 8 years. I've researched it. I could literally tell you so much. Get in my inbox if you want to know. There is just something about the timing of where Bravenly is. We're not this baby company anymore. We are just recently turned 2 years old. So we have this foundation that has been set And this foundation has been set gorgeous, guys. When I first joined, a new product launched and I was like, oh no, shipping happened within like 2 hours, not a glitch. Like there was no issues. And we're in this position of timing where all of these things are perfectly aligned, and the impact that is being made is so amazing. And what Kendall said, it comes from the top. It comes from the top, and it's bringing in these people who truly have the heart to serve and to bless people wherever they are. I loved our vice president of product development. I didn't say that right. We walk with the walkers, we jog with the joggers, we run with the runners. And it's so true here because we want to meet anybody where they are and make an impact in anybody's lives. And thankfully, Bravenly has become that safe place to be able to do that. And so I'm going to pass it back to Jen, but we are so blessed, you guys, because y'all are going to understand like why all of this is coming together, and it's coming from the top, and it's just such a blessing to be here. So Jen, thank you. You look amazing, by the way.
Well, thank you. So do you, my sweet friend. Man, there's not too many times in life where you are given an opportunity to really be in a place of incredible success. For most people, you're lucky if there's 2 or 3 times in your whole life. I feel incredibly honored to be here right now. I feel incredibly honored to get to introduce Aspen. Woman is such a level. Oh my gosh, I do not have time to tell you all my feelings. Again, I'm going to spare you that. Call me if you want. But this is what I learned from her. And this is where my decision on that phone call with her was made. The humility that comes from her is second to none. The transparency and integrity and straight up answer to a question was nothing less than incredible. This is why I partnered with her. Y'all, I can't keep talking because we'll be here for all night. So Aspen, my girl, she's going to share with us her heart, y'all, and you're going to see exactly what we're talking about.
Well, thank you for that intro. You are too sweet. And of course, Rebecca and Kendall and Kristen, thank you all so much for what you shared tonight. I can't really describe what it feels like to see your vision board come to life. And that's what I feel when I'm looking at your faces, because you are the people that we didn't know yet, but who we built Bravenly for. You know, I see Glenn and Carly and Rachel and Jen and a handful of other people on here. I know Donna and Shelly and Siobhan are on here. So I know there's many others on other pages that I can't see, but you guys are the reason we did this. And so I just want you to know that. And I know some of you are guests and you're like, wow, everybody gets really emotional around here. And they're all like, you're the best, you're the best, you're so amazing. And guys, we do feel that way about each other because it's so refreshing to be with people who can just be normal, but do really not normal things and really make incredible choices to shake things up and change their family, whether it's their, whether it's mental health or connection, community, relationships, finances, health, whatever it is they're looking for. So many people find what they were looking for at Bravenly, and then they find a bunch of things they didn't know that they needed. And so I'll give you a little background. I mean, like Kristen said, we started this company a little over 2 years ago. But our journey into business started a couple of decades ago. My husband and I have been married for 22 years. We have 5 kids and a granddaughter, a little baby girl. My 4 sons are all between 15 and 21. And then our only daughter is 7. So we're getting to parent at all different stages. And I also, just like Kristen, was a former school teacher. Somehow we find our way to network marketing. And I think part of it's because we're broke usually. And part part of it's because we love people. Okay. I remember calling my husband once from school going, I'm getting ready. My class is coming in, but they're paying me to do this. How cool is that? I get to teach Spanish. And it was $2,400. It wasn't a whole lot, but I did love it. $2,432, that extra $32 made a difference, but I did love it. But I quit my job when my first baby was born. I wanted to be home with kids. And so I became an entrepreneur and didn't know it. My husband was running a family business and starting another traditional business. And I did home daycare and had a cleaning business. I don't know if any of you moms can relate to like do whatever you have to do now. I think it's maybe even cooler stuff like Etsy shops and all sorts of really neat things that you can do online. But that wasn't so much a thing back in 2000, 2001, and a little bit after that. But I found network marketing one day at church when a mom who had just joined something must have been told, talk to people wherever you see people, because she found me at church in a private little room where we held our little babies. And I joined her team. I didn't really know what I was joining. I just heard you can, there's no ceiling on what you can do. Your work ethic can write your paycheck. This is what you do. And I was like, I'm in, I'll figure it out. I lived in the middle of a cornfield in Nebraska at the time. And my biggest conversation of the day was a 3-year-old, a 1-year-old, and a baby. But somehow I believed that there were people in this industry that were making money, even though I had never met one before, but I knew they existed, right? She told me some stories and I just said, okay, I'll do it. And that was a little over 17 years ago. And I jumped in. And so I built in the field for a long time first, became a top earner and a top leader and grew as a person, way more important than the accolades and all the achievements and income and cars and whatever happens from a financial side. It's where I learned that this industry is about people and community and culture and what it looks like to be a leader and serve customers and take care of people and be a solutions provider and a hope dealer and someone who really just recognizes that this is so much more than powders and capsules, even though those powders and capsules quite literally captivate people so much they email support when they forget to place an order and they're running out because they want it. They want their energy. They want their hormone support. They want it, right? And so after years in the industry, building, I ended up getting a really cool, just amazing corporate position in network marketing. And I loved it because I still got to work with the field, right? I still got to be someone who taught and trained and developed and poured into people and made people believe in themselves and called out things that I saw in them that I don't think they could see in themselves because they were listening to so much of the outside world and that inner voice that told them they weren't worthy. And I got to be that person for them. But God has a way of opening new doors and showing you that next stage of your path, your journey, your calling, your purpose, whatever that is for you. And it became really clear to us a few years ago that it was going to be owning a network marketing company, working with formulators and manufacturers and bringing a beautiful lifestyle brand to life that would really help people's health. Because we aren't the picture of health around here at our house. We're working through our own health journeys. And I grew up in a family where, we really did seek to find, natural remedies and ways to get healthier and not always looking for a magic thing, but lifestyle changes. And I said, well, what if I can help people with some great products, maybe not solve every problem day one, but give them things that truly help, because I knew what that would mean to me. And having been in the field for so long, I knew what compensation plans felt like. I knew how to read between the lines and go, wow, it looks like it pays out 1,000,000%, but I don't think that's mathematically possible, right? I learned how to figure out what I was looking at. And that simple wasn't always better. And sometimes the best plans looked the most complex because they actually figured out how to get in and create the right behaviors and right culture in the company. And so I said, well, we're not going to create one that's just that a kindergartner can understand. A kindergartner, we can tell them, go share with people and go talk, but it's going to be a little bit complex, but that's because it's going to work. And that's because it's going to be something that sustains and actually, people see those checks in the bank and it works. And that's what's so great. And so there were a lot of pieces that went into this company, a lot of prayer before it even started, a lot of believing that if you do things the right way with the right reason and the right values, the courage, integrity, impact, faith-based, focused, knowing that we're doing this for so much more than just an earthly business, right? We're doing this to truly change people's lives. I mean, guys, you've got people saying they weren't sure if they, wanted to wake up again, or they didn't have a community. And no, we just never know who's out there and who's looking for what this is. And so we just trusted the process. We hired some really awesome experts to come in and make sure the compensation could pay out the way we envisioned it. We made sure the products would do what our goal was. A naturopathic doctor team that, helped us put some cool things together, and other manufacturers with decades and decades of experience. Some of them, have been in business longer than I've been born. Okay. Which is a lot of years. Okay. So we put it all together, and we just trusted that if we waved our Bravenly flag, if we started posting, sharing, asking, talking about what we were doing, letting people see and try the products and learn about our business, the rest would be history. It would happen. And we had a huge vision, and we wanted to go fast, and we wanted exponential growth. And of course, we're like, oh, we're going to do $30 million year 3, and we're going to do this. And all those things are happening. But we never wanted to do any of those successful milestones if we had to compromise on our values. And so that puts you in a real place of peace. I will tell you that when you're not desperate or urgent to hit things just for the sake of saying you did it, and when you know that you're called to be in a place and do it for a very specific reason, you won't compromise. And you just trust that if you sit on a Zoom like this and everybody says no, that's okay. We love you anyway. And we hope you find what you're looking for. And other nights you sit on a Zoom like this, and all of a sudden your phone's blown up because everybody signed up, and I didn't even get to say the last sentence, because you just know that this is where you're supposed to be. And you haven't even tried the product yet, and you don't care because we're hiring great people, and there's thousands of people with great results, and they've been taking these products for 2 years. So of course they're working, or they'd be gone. Right. And so wherever you fall in that, we have peace in knowing that if you're meant to be here, you're not going to be able to sleep tonight. Not because you drink Rush at 10 o'clock at night. I probably wouldn't do that. You're not going to be able to sleep because you're so darn excited about what's happening, and you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss what we're doing. Will we still be here waiting for you 6 months from now? Well, we're not going to really be waiting, but we're still here, of course, right? Come on in 6 months if that's a better time. But for those of you who know that there's never really a perfect time for anything. Try having a kid. It's like, you just have them. You just never know. It's like life always changes, right? Nothing can prepare you for certain things. You just do it because you don't want to miss the moment. And that's what we said. I know people probably thought it was really weird that we were going to invest so heavily financially out of our resources in 2020 to start a company where you couldn't even get together with people without everyone thinking you were, planning something you shouldn't be planning. And we said, no, but we can't wait. We can't wait till things settle down. We still wouldn't be open if we waited for that, right? You just have to go when it's your time to go, and you've got to do it. And you've got to recognize that your time is your time. And so I think it's amazing that you're looking at this, whether you're trying product, whether you're learning about this for the first time, or whether you've been talked to by someone on here 63 times, and this is the 64th time, and you're going to make your decision tonight. Just know that we are exponentially growing. We're up every single month, month over month over month. More new people experiencing results, joining customer groups, locking arms, saying, I need to do this business this year. You've got to find the place at Bravenly that fits you. It's not one size fits all. Nobody's rank advancements or promotions or paychecks are exactly the same. That's okay, right? You do your thing. We give you the resources, we give you the tools, we give you the support, but you got to fit this in and figure out what this means to your family and what you want to do to go after it. I know for me, looking at my 3 and then soon to be 4 little boys, I looked at them every day and I said, this is why I'm doing it. I'm doing this to help come alongside of what my husband's doing and his business and his career. I'm doing this for our future family. I didn't know I would be having a little girl years later, but I'm doing this because I know that I'm called to be here. And it very quickly became so much more than our nuclear family of saving, serving, giving. And it was how many more people need and want and deserve exactly what it is that we want. And I look at your faces, I'm like, oh my gosh, Kristen, you're just like me. I didn't know that you wanted what I wanted, but then years later you come along, and then Kendall wants the same thing. And of course, Rebecca does, and then Michelle and Sharon and everybody. We are all looking for something very similar, right? We're looking for hope and options and freedom and change and connection. And it is so cool to know that for so many people, this is where it's at. And so I just encourage you to get back with whichever of these awesome people invited you here and figure out what it is that needs to be answered for you to be able to make a decision. You know, what is that one piece of information that's held you back from just signing up or trying product or saying yes? And let's just see if they can answer it. We know the answer is there, right? And just making that decision that 2023 is going to look different than 2020, 21, and 22. And it really can do that. And then imagine what that means for the next year and the next year beyond that. So thank you guys for having me on, letting me be a part of this. I'd love to do this anytime. Bring your friends. Let's meet again. Let's hang out. Let's tell them the good news and share what we're doing here. And let's just keep inviting people, because at the end of the day, it doesn't hurt to ask them, right? It doesn't hurt to ask. All right. If it's not for them, that's okay. But it's our job. And what we get to do is we get to invite people to look at what we're doing here, and they can come skeptical, right? That's okay. They can come a little nervous. That's fine. It's probably very normal, actually. Most people are nervous. Not everyone jumps the first time somebody brings it up, and that's okay. But at least let's get them here so that we can talk about it and have a conversation about what makes Bravenly unique, because they're scrolling and seeing a lot of stuff, right? Every day. It's like this pink drink, blue drink, purple drink, yellow drink, pills, capsules, cream, like it's everywhere. And a lot of it's probably pretty good, right? There's a lot of great stuff out there, but is it the best business decision for them? Is it the most aligned company they can find? I don't know, but they won't know if Bravenly is until they look. And so I'm glad you're looking. So thank you for having me, Jen, Kristen, Glenn, Siobhan, all of you incredible brand partners and top leaders in this amazing company.
Thank you so much. We're, again, just honored to have you. Y'all, what CEO shows up on a Thursday night at 9 o'clock her time with her 5 kids and a grandbaby that she has life to deal with? You know, like it is just a level of support that's unmatched. And just like Aspen said, the only way you're going to know if this is the right fit for you is by having the open conversations. We're going to answer all the questions. We're going to give you all the stuff. And if it's a good fit, perfect. If not, we're still going to be your biggest cheerleaders. It's no stress, but those conversations have to happen to know if business is a smart move, right? So anyways, we thank you all so much for your time tonight. It was wonderful to see you here. Super excited to get to partner with you in the future. Thanks so much.